Well, hello, my pickles, my snowflakes, my turtles, my no matter what club members, and as you know, my favorite, Goldilocks. Welcome here. This is a channel for older people, older metabolisms, people that just need that little dose of whatever you need to get through your day to try to keep you consistent and structured in whatever food plan you're doing. I do keto, usually under 20 total. I've never been enchanted with net carbs or any of the keto-fied supplements, food items, whatever that you see being marketed by many as I walk by the whole keto shelving in grocery stores now. It's just very, very interesting. To me, my food plan is meat, fats, dairy. I do like cheese. I do like cottage cheese, especially the double cream, good cultured organic cream cheese that's out now. It's got the green label on top. I found it at Whole Foods. I like my Gerolsteiner water. I have a case on hand at all times. I love my Topo Chico too. It's like got this hot little bubble kind of fun to it. And so those two, I always have a case or two on hand just to have, just like my Paul Newman special blend organic coffee. Can't go without that. And so I live my life pretty simple. Pretty easy peasy. I use the Chronometer. You can get it for free. It's an app, and by having it, you can load up your foods for the day and even input your own recipes. So at a touch of the key, you can put in, like for me, the pizza bowl recipe or my version of crack slaw, something like that. So then I can put it in, and it gives me not only the calories, but the macros, the carbohydrates, the fat, and the protein. And so I find these tools are very, very helpful, along with my little kitchen scale where I weigh out my foods for the day. And it really helps. Like when I'm doing the recipe for, say, the pizza bowl, I weigh out the zucchini, I weigh out the cauliflower, things like that. I weigh out the Rayo's marinara sauce, the mozzarella cheese, and the pepperoni. And it just keeps things nice and simple. But my favorites, I don't stray too far from my favorites. If something gets inserted into my favorites, like the pizza bowl recently, the crack slaw, the no pasta lasagna, those sort of things just become a staple in my food plan. And I like to have them like a batch frozen. I use the 28-ounce Gusto bowls from Fiesta. And then I can put a batch in that, excuse me. Like when I'm making the crack slaw, I make it with a pound of the organic beef, 80-20 usually, and 85-15 when I can't find the 80-20. And then the package of organic broccoli slaw, and that serves two. I like a hearty bowl of that. And so I can make one, freeze one. Then Mama gets a day off in the kitchen, right? I like those sort of days when I don't have to worry about what I'm having. Greg has different things than me on those days, and it just all works out. I like feeling pleased, content. I like prepping my foods before I begin my day of Instacart or Uber Eats or Lyft. And then, it's partially prepped in the fridge. I don't have to worry about it. So when I get home between 12 and 1 in the afternoon, I can continue to assemble what the meal is. And, Greg has a lot of sides with his. So it takes a while. I don't mind. I find the kitchen a very relaxing haven. It's a working kitchen for sure. There's nothing fancy about it. I don't even have a dishwasher. Can you imagine? This old house is like 85 plus years old, and it's got wooden counters, nothing fancy, no granite or quartz. And, so I just assemble things. I'm a cook as you go sort of person. I have gadgets, but sometimes the cleaning of the gadgets takes longer than me taking a little knife in my hand and chopping up the zucchini or chopping up another type of food to just cook, right? And so I have cast iron pans, I have copper pans, I've got square pans, round pans, and yeah, I just cook real simple. Like I said, I like doing the batch thing, so then there's the second batch, the second serving of it is nice and frozen, and I can just use it. And currently, I have pizza bowl, crack slaw, and no pasta lasagna in my freezer, so it's kind of a grab. I just have to think about it the day before. I shop frequently because I have veggies now in my food plan, sometimes fruit. I've got raspberry bushes outside, and I have my selection of oils, and like from sesame seed oil to I was going to say canola, to olive oil, to avocado oil, to ghee. I always have lots of packages of butter as well, usually Kerrygold or Plugra. And so it's a nice, simple food plan. I use red mint salt on my food itself. I use pink Himalayan shakes of it in my lemon water. I have lemon water with a quarter of a teaspoon of no salt in the morning, along with the Himalayan and along with a good squeeze of a lemon. I warm it up. I like warm water. Cold water just gives those few places in my teeth, the shivers or the ouch. So that's how I do my day. I have one meal a day between 2 and 3, and I try to keep my calories under 1,000 and my fats, proteins, and carbs. The carbs I keep, like as I said, under the 20 total. Most days, some days it's under 10. It just works. I would assume I'm on maintenance. I weigh myself once a month, and I know I've been addicted to the scale. I know a lot of you are addicted to the scale and weigh daily. Whatever floats your boat. If it doesn't make you crazy, do what works. A lot of people like to be right on it and see that pound come or go. A lot of us have the peskies. Those are those 1, 2, 3, 4 pounds that just seem to come on and disappear and no rhyme or reason. They're just kind of annoying, and they're like that fruit fly that Dupuy named Luigi that I have sometimes here in the office. So yeah, it's just that way. I watch other people. When I watch somebody that is half my age or 20 or 25 years younger than me, I listen to them. I absorb what they say. I take it all under guidance and reference and advisement, but I know that when you're younger, your metabolism will work a little bit better. So I always suggest that we older people with older metabolisms, especially deranged metabolisms, how much do I like that phrase? From so many years of dieting and changing things up and just being cray-cray with what we ate, hoping for that magic cure of finding something that'll make us fit into that size 12 or 10 for the class reunion or our best friend's daughter's wedding or any of those sort of things. So we've really done a number on that. And sometimes we don't give it a chance. That's another thing, is that doing a new food plan like keto or carnivore or carnivish or any of those sorts of things does take time. You don't do it for 3 days and not get your results and say, that's it, back to the standard American diet I go. Trending things are just that, trending. So if you see somebody touting something that's trending, and it seems difficult and quasi-scientific and all of that, be careful and just know that it might not suit your body and it might take a while. And you might need charts and graphs and all that other kind of stuff. That's why I go back to my calories, my OMAD, 1 meal a day, under 1,000 calories, because I'm older and I don't think I need as much food as I might have before. And I just do it that way. It all fits. Sometimes it's 20 total carbs, sometimes it's 10 total carbs, but the calorie level remains the same at about 1,000. Yes, I have rare and appropriate treats. I do. I don't talk about them, but I have them because I consider myself on maintenance. I can bounce back just a little bit because I do a disciplined and structured food plan, 6 days out of 7, and then I might have that treat, and it's okay. If you have a lot of weight that you choose to lose, don't be playing around with treats and cheats, at least for 6 months, because your body needs to get used to what the used to is. Trust me on this. Trust and believe. It's gonna take a while. And that's why I do these videos a few times a week, because it takes a while for your body to adjust to it. There's no other way around it. You have to go through it. And that's why people don't have a lot of luck on these food plans. If you've had something like that has not been an advantage to your body nutritionally or over the years or what have you, and you go to give it up, it's going to take a while. I truly think when I went to lose my carnivore weight gain, yes, I gained on carnivore, didn't like it, hated it, stopped weighing, it wasn't any fun. But I knew I gained because things fit a certain way. And when I had that, I knew that that I had to do my give-ups. To get to 1,000 calories a day. But for that one meal, it's an abundant, hearty meal for 1,000 calories. But I also gave up the calories in my coffee. I stopped drinking my fats and my calories. And did I think it was easy? No. It goes up there with it's one of the hardest things that I did, was to go from having that coffee that I put in the NutriBullet and all the froth and the fat and the flavor and all of that down to just black coffee. And now I can't remember what it was like drinking my calories. So just a word of what worked for me or continues to work for me is black coffee and Gerolsteiner water and Topo Chico water. That's it. Those are the beverages that I'm having. 0 calorie. The coffee has the antioxidants. The Gerolsteiner and Topo Chico have the electrolytes. I add salt and lemon to my my water that I have from my thing on the counter that gets rid of the lead and another nasty fluoride. And so that's what I do. Having the bubbly water with the Gerolsteiner and the Topo Chico is definitely, to me, that's why, it's like my treat. I love the bubbles. And so I have that. The coffee and the water are bridges as I do my day of intermittent fasting, right? I go a whole day without putting any food in my body. So my body has that whole day to digest what I ate in my OMAD and rest, getting ready for the next OMAD. I'm not a trend person. I don't do long day fasts. I just do the once a day. I honor my food, carb, sugar addictions and know that this is what works for me. It took years to get to this place, years to get to the maintenance, years to get to the contentment, knowing satiety, pushing myself away from the table and knowing what works. It didn't happen overnight, and it happened and continues to happen with a lot of tweaks of what works and what doesn't work. So be kind to yourself, be patient with yourself, and know that if you were in the woods with your standard American diet for decades or yo-yo dieting for decades, it's gonna take a while. Your body is tired. Your body wants to know that, like, are you gonna stay here for a while this time? Are you gonna be here for a while? All right, well, then I may react and respond. And remember, a while isn't like 3 days, 5 days. It isn't from, doing a huge fast and then thinking you can go back to what you were doing. It's boring, it's tedious. There are days when you want to throw in the towel and call for takeout, call Uber Eats. Don't do it, okay? Just trust and believe that it works for a lot of us, the tried and true, day after day after day. It will work for you if you're older and your metabolism is older and you've tried so many different things. Just give it a chance. What else are you going to do, right? So this has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto. Just keeping on with what I do, and I hope that you do too. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be here the next time. Bye-bye for now.